Hello, welcome to the ULAs. Today we are talking about online shopping. Online shopping is active and expanding. As I was reading the news, I recently came across a Bloomberg piece claiming that the e-commerce wave had subsided in the United States following years of favorable reports about the enormous growth of online retail sales. The underlying data and the context for the findings paint a quite different picture. E-commerce is still booming, maintaining online retail sales and expanding at a remarkable rate. By 2026, 1 in 3 products will be bought online. The global e-commerce market is still very active. The staggering $5.2 trillion global e-commerce sector exists now due to the pandemic acceleration of expansion and the vast majority of retailers and developing economies going online. This business has survived and is expanding at a healthy clip. It is still astonishing, especially in these difficult economic times, to go from 17% annual growth during the epidemic to an estimated average annual growth of 14% through 2026. The main news case mentioned in the paper, the US garment market, has historically presented difficulties for online merchants. Clothing returns are twice as common as returns in any other industry. Customers substitute bracketing for fitting room, try-ons, or purchase many things to return them all at once. While some consumers may be returning to in-store shopping, other retail groups may not necessarily be seeing this trend. The initial wave made a deep impression. What we can all agree on is that e-commerce is growing in waves. While the pandemic wave may be subsiding, a second, more controlled and sustained wave is soon to follow. When the epidemic started, we predicted this occurrence, and now we are witnessing it. Online sales increased due to the pandemic's limits on in-store buying, but this development rate was never considered sustainable. The fact that people are returning to the stores may impede the rise of online retail sales, but the same people also shop at the same stores online when they are ill or simply don't have the time to go out. Although the numbers may have changed, online buying is a movement in consumer behavior that will not disappear. The second wave will be more sustained and less pronounced. We predicted that the significant shift of retailers to internet shopping will occur in 2 waves even before the pandemic. The initial wave will be more erratic, intermittent, and dispersed as shops rushed to find quick fixes to meet the demand, which was rapidly expanding. Unluckily, this has led to a patchwork of various tools and apps provided by multiple vendors, as well as unsustainable internal solutions. While the first wave was fantastic for making e-commerce a necessity and bringing all big retailers into the game, it also needed a profound shift in perspective that many established brick-and-mortar businesses needed to prepare to make. This is altering a new generation of consumers, and commercial pressures demand more online options, even for in-store experiences. After the initial wave has passed, the second wave will start based on a far more technical and logical reasoning. Even the most ardent brick-and-mortar retailers realized, after the initial shock subsided, that they needed to start a digital transformation journey that addressed the last mile, starting with the pre-purchase experience and continuing with the last mile delivery and fulfillment, tracking, and consumer communication to the post-purchase experience, including returns and rating. Retailers should search for a delivery management platform that offers at least these key features to properly orchestrate the last mile. It must first be adaptable, automated, and integrated into the IT stack to satisfy changing business requirements and consumer demand for a seamless omnichannel experience. The second one, they must be connected to a vast network of delivery companies and drivers to satisfy capacity requirements, particularly during peak hours. Third, they must be able to access to information about all last mile operations with the capacity to plan routes and take wise decisions in real time. Fourth, the retail retains customer information for analysis and ongoing improvement. 6. Be open to a partner ecosystem that can enhance and complement the retailer's offers. We anticipate a continued e-commerce growth. Given that the market is expanding at a more sensible rate, the second wave is just getting started. This allows for the calm consideration of the actual market demands for today's level of online shopping, as well as the preparation for the physical world with built-in scalability and cutting-edge technology like machine learning to cope with the future expansion. Are you looking for a last-mile delivery solution? Check us out at ulas.co.ke to find out more about our last mile services.